Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Virtue Q, bringing you guys another video today. So as you can see here, starting off as usual with a warm-up and stretch. We're going to be doing some shoulders. Chris obviously writing down some things, maybe some notes. I'm pretty sure some notes for his for the workout on the day. He likes to write out everything before we start. So anyway guys, we're going to be starting off here with some military presses. Make sure you guys don't rush through the warming up and stretching. I know I didn't show Chris doing it, but he did warm up and stretch. It's very important, especially with shoulders, guys. Make sure you get your shoulders nice and warm before starting the routine here. We're going to be starting off, like I said, with military presses. We're going to be doing 4 sets, 10 to 14 reps, so it's a lot of high reps. You know, you can even use the first couple of sets with this particular move as warm-ups. You know, maybe start off with some lighter weight and work your way up to some heavier weight. But if you're nice and warm, you know, you guys got a goal in mind, and you're starting off heavy, that's fine. Make sure you guys just have good form, nice straight back, coming off the clavicle. As you guys can see, we bob our heads back and forth because we don't want to uppercut ourselves with the bar, clearly. And then moving on from there, guys, we're going to be doing some seated dumbbell presses, shoulder presses as usual. 4 sets, 8 reps. After doing the military presses, you should be, like I said, pretty nice and warm for the shoulder presses. It's kind of like, you know, it's kind of a similar move, obviously, but with the dumbbell presses, you're isolating each side rather than having a straight bar with the military presses and you never know, right? You might have one side compensating for the other. This here is, as you guys can see, I stripped my weight, so I think this is the last set. I like to get to not a max, but get to a relatively heavy weight on my last set, on my 4th set, and then I'll drop down with some lighter weights and finish off with some high reps. Do as many as I can do with beautiful form, or nice form anyway, controlled motion. Chris doing the same thing here. I dropped a lot more weight down from where I was, whereas Chris, he dropped about 5 pounds here, as you guys can see. Still, nonetheless, though, really feeling it. He's come a long way with this particular move. It's hard, guys, to really build your shoulders up, but as long as you're consistent over time, you guys are really gonna build some boulders. That's what I like to say. Anyway, moving on here, guys, we're going to be doing some dumbbell lateral raises. 5 sets, starting off with 12 reps and then moving down to 10, 8, 8, and then 6. As you guys can see, I laid it out. As I do every shoulder routine, as I've explained to you guys previously, I like to intertwine the dumbbell lateral raises with the dumbbell front raises. So as you guys can see, I was doing the dumbbell front raises with 4 sets, 10 reps. So I like to, like I said, intertwine those, because you're doing 4 sets of the front raises and you're doing 5 sets essentially with the lateral raises. So I'll implement or intertwine anyway the front raises with the lateral raises. So, you know, crank out what you guys can do. As you can see, Chris taking a little mid-set break there, finishing off strong. Actually, sorry, I don't think it was a mid-set break. He went from doing the laterals to the fronts. But nonetheless, as you guys can see, we have our weights there at the side on the bench. So in case you need to drop, guys, you know, make sure you have your weights ready for you. You know, there's no shame in that. Chris really pushed himself, as you guys can see. I was encouraging him there, giving him his props. And then moving on here, we're doing some shoulder flies. Gonna be doing 3 sets, 10 reps, nice form, controlled form. You guys can stand up and do these, but I like to sit down, really isolate the shoulders, you know, not trying to get too much body sway or momentum, sitting at the edge of my seat, having the weights underneath my hamstrings there, and then bringing the weights up past my over I guess almost like parallel with my shoulders, I guess you could say. But really like this move. It's an isolated move. As you can see, Chris really trying to turn the weights at the top, which is good form, because it's essentially like you're bringing the weights up and pouring as if they're like 2 beer jugs. As you see, Chris has really good form here. He lightened up his weights. He was struggling a little bit with the weights he started off with, which is fine. He realized that he was a little angry, as you guys could see in the video, but nonetheless still grabbed the appropriate weight and finished off strong with the move. So, you know, Chris come a long way, guys. It was 6th week here, and you know, you gotta, like I said, guys, you know, you can't have an ego. Just, you know, pushing through, and Chris has done a great job. Here's a bit of an extra move, as I was saying, guys, trying to focus on some rear delt stuff here over the last couple weeks. So we've been doing some rear delt face pulls, 3 sets, 12 to 15 reps with good form. You know, This one here, guys, you really want to pick the appropriate weight. You don't want to come off balance. Just pulling the weight into the like as close as possible. You want to like almost have your elbows behind you, and you're kind of doing like what do you call it? A double bicep kind of pose, but bicep flex pose, I guess you could say. But anyway, guys, that's about it. Gonna be moving on here. Let's go. All right, yo, what's up, guys? So sorry I didn't do a little sign in today. We just jumped right into the workout. We were a little bit late. Just had to get in shape.
Yeah, boy, you feeling good today? You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Anyway, so we just did a shoulder workout. Pretty much that's all we had time for. We wanted to do some cardio, but like I said, we got here a little bit late. But we got a really good shoulder workout in. We did some extra reps, sets, and stuff like that. Really worked out the shoulders. But he's got to go. It's time for work. But
tomorrow's better day.
Tomorrow's leg day, most important day. Tomorrow's day 5. Week 6, day 4 is done. That was today, which is pretty crazy. Time's flown by.
Oh, it is. It's flying right by.
Flying by.
Doesn't matter. We don't even think about the time. We just keep going.
Yep.
Going through.
Well, that's a big thing too, guys. It's not like, you know, don't limit yourself. Don't be like, oh, after 6 weeks, that's it. No. This is to get you going, get you started.
That's it.
And to, you know, this isn't just something that you do temporarily. This becomes a lifestyle. This becomes who you are. If you really want to take it to the next level, it's like after you guys are done watching these 6 weeks, this transformation, you know, I encourage you guys to keep going, keep pushing yourself, you know, find out new things, new moves, push yourself, find new ways to push yourselves, guys. But like, I didn't want these videos to be just something that you just do for the 6 weeks and then stop. No, this becomes a lifestyle. This becomes something that you continue to do.
Don't think about it. Don't jump on the scale. Don't even worry about that scale, man. Yeah. Don't fucking pay attention. People do that so much and they fail.
Same with the diet though, right? Like people think, oh, I'm gonna diet for 6 weeks and then you're gonna go back to eating whatever.
They can eat like a piece of fruit and then, you know, work out and they go on the scale and they're like, oh man. You know what I mean? Like, you don't do that. It's a lifestyle. You just keep going.
But it's like, too, it's like, I don't want you to think, like, oh, I'm going to diet for these 6 weeks. Or, like, even Chris, right? Like, this is going to be what is
my new thing.
It's his new diet. Like, you know, this is what he's going to
do everything in moderation.
Like, I'm sure once you're where you want to be, you'll have, like, the odd day where you eat something. Yeah. Like, that's what the cheat day's for, right? Yeah. But you're not going to go back to eating every day shitty like you were, right?
I don't drink all the time anymore. I don't do any of that shit.
No. So, I mean, this becomes a lifestyle, guys. And
I love it. I feel healthier. I feel great. You know what I mean? My mind is so positive all the time, and you know, I'm not gonna stop. There's no way. If I stop, man, I'll just go right to negativity. I don't want to do that.
So. No. So I encourage all you guys that are, you know, have been following along with these videos and everything like that. Like we're on week 6, guys, day 4. So if you guys have made it thus far, you know, kudos to you guys, and I hope you guys continue going and just keep pushing, guys.
The best thing about it too, I just want to say, is that, like, you know, I always want to be moving now. Like when I'm like done on the weekend stuff, usually, you know, I just couldn't wait to, you know, take a nap, get up, and then, you know, drink some beer or something and go out for dinner. But now it's like when I'm done working out, like on my day off, I'm just like, oh man, what am I gonna do today? Like, I need to do something. Like, what am I gonna do? Go home? You know, I always have to find something to do. So now, like this weekend, like I already have plans of stuff I'm gonna do because, you know, I need to keep myself going. If I don't, I just get down. Mm-hmm. So like, it's a really good way to motivate you to, you know, do things, do more things. You know what I mean? Be more adventurous.
You got all this energy, right?
Like, yeah, be more adventurous and live your life, man.
As you get healthier, you guys are gonna have more energy to do other things. So that's good. Anyway, guys, Chris has got to go to work. I'm going to finish off with some abs and everything like that. Finish off with some core stuff. I got a bit of time left before I have to head to work myself. But we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 5 of week 6. We're going to be doing legs and some cardio. Normally on this day we would have done cardio, but like I said, we got here a little bit later. So
tell them that we're switching it up to next week?
Oh yeah, so this was the end of the 3-week cycle. So every 3 weeks I switch it up. So this is week 6. So after this week, we're gonna go back to doing some different stuff next week. We're gonna change it up again. Maybe go back to more of the stuff we were doing the first 3 weeks, just to make that change in your in the body. Like your muscles remember a lot of muscles have like memory. So when you're doing the same thing all the time, your muscles get used to it and everything like that. So you want to switch it up and hit them a different way so that you know.
Don't see it coming.
Yeah, you can make the change, right? Make the progress. Make the change that gives you more progress. Yeah, you're gonna see it. Just make the change, you'll feel it more. But yeah, anyway, other than that, guys, if you have questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, I'm not a professional trainer or anything like that, but you know, I'll try my best to answer the questions you do have. And yeah, just do your own research too. Other than that, guys, this is your boy Virtue Q. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks to those of you guys who have. And until next time, stay virtuous.
Peace out, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace out, guys.
Stay your course, young man. There's light at the end of the tunnel that you dig in. Angels angels carry you to lands past what you see, what you know, and where you're living. Stay your course, young man. There's light at the end of the tunnel that you dig in.